there is nothing the right wing likes to talk about more than its deranged idea of some fictitious war on men. This war on men apparently takes the form of modern masculinity coming under attack from hordes of vicious feminine men. Of course, this isn't a real problem. But anyway, the right wing likes to act as if it is, so I think I might go out of my way to address it. This issue represents the right wing's inability to spot any real or serious issues, instead focusing on the most comical and pointless things they can possibly find. They obsess over stuff that has no impact on really anyone, to be honest, at least no significant impact in politics, not compared to war or climate change or poverty or any of the 1,000 other things you could talk about. They would rather focus on these silly issues like feminine men. And it is very embarrassing. The first thing, of course, is that the war on men isn't real. It's not a real problem. It's not happening. Masculinity still exists. It's still out there. It's doing fine. However, there are some serious issues with it. Ideas that men shouldn't cry or show emotion or should be violent or whatever. These ideas have negative impacts on men. Of course, men being tough and strong or whatever is fine. If a man wants to be like that, there's no problem with that. No one is launching a war on men. And if you think that people telling men that they're allowed to cry or show emotion or whatever is a war on men, then chances are you aren't actually on the side of men, because telling a man that he isn't allowed to show emotion is just about the worst thing that you could say, and that is the closest thing there is to a real war on men. Just saying war on men sounds like a complete joke, to be honest. But a lot of the right-wing attacks over this, they're all garbage, obviously. But there's a pattern which I continually see, and that's this idea that you'll get these female right-wing pundits like Candace Owens or, God forbid, Ben Shapiro's deranged sister, and they'll make arguments that are basically something like, I don't find feminine men attractive. I find this argument particularly stupid, and here's why. No one cares if you think they're attractive or not. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. It's not at all important. I cannot even imagine shaming people of the opposite sex just because I don't find them attractive. It's not the job of the opposite sex to look attractive to you. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that you find attractive, and it is not the job of every man to cater to the needs of what you find attractive. That's not how it works. It's your job to find people that you find attractive if that's what you want. It's not their job to just be attractive to you. That's very stupid. And then, of course, there's the hypocrisy. You'll have Ben Shapiro, who's certainly not exactly the most masculine figure to ever have existed, and he'll be sitting there ranting and educating you about masculinity. Wow. Perhaps he should actually follow some of the rules himself, but of course he won't, because all of these people are complete hypocrites and shouldn't be taken seriously. PragerU will release its videos on the war on boys or whatever. It's all complete garbage, shouldn't be taken seriously. The only war on boys is being waged by conservatives, who tell them how they must behave. It is the left wing that is fine with men being masculine or feminine or whatever, because we actually believe in freedom, you know? And, that's the end of the story, to be honest.